All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the elders and our apostles of great millstone that taught us the truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect that surround the four corners of the globe. And the elect begins with the 144,000. Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jehovah, BAHASHAM is in the name. YAHAWASHI, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The Rakakwa Dasha, which is the Holy Spirit. I'm the brother Iwalumia with the GMS Chicago branch out here in Chicago. Come back at you with another lesson. And Lord willing, through the spirit and power, YAHAWASHI, that this lesson be edifying to the hopeful righteous elect. I'm just basically entitled this lesson, Civil War, 2024, the movie will become a reality. Because you see, the thing with Esau Edom and his movies, it's a thing called predictive programming. He put little subtle hints into these movies, and ultimately what? They become a reality. But ultimately, this YAHAWASHI, putting the spirit on the devil, on these devils to basically create these movies, because this is prophecy at the end of the day, And I advise brothers to watch this movie trailer, Civil War, the official trailer, 2024. And there's a lot of tidbits in this trailer, man. How it talks about, the Florida Alliance, Texas and California teaming up with each other, A lot of little tidbits in this movie, man. This is going to become a reality. What's that? Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, which I'm going to get. Let's actually just jump straight into it. Because on the soils of America, there's going to be a civil war. Different parties battling against each other. Civil war, civil unrest. American declared war, on its own citizens. This is the book of Matthew 24:7. It says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places." Right? For nation shall rise against nation. Right? We're seeing that right now. You have your race war. You have your class wars. Just like the Civil War of old. Back in the 1800s. You had the Esau fighting off against each other, man. You had Esau against Esau, as the scripture say, which I'm gonna get right now. He says what? The Egyptian against the Egyptian. This is the Lord, basically bringing Esau against each other, man. And just to say also that Esau been battling each other, since the death of Alexander, when his generals crowned themselves. You had Antiochus, you had Ptolemy, you had Seleucus, Salakia. You had Cassander, Lysimachus. You had these different generals, fighting amongst themselves. The same thing has been going on ever since, man. Esau Edom being at odds with each other. So I'm gonna read this again. This is the book of Matthew 24:7. Says, "For nation shall rise against nation," which we're seeing right now. Race wars. You have the so-called Negroes going up against the so-called white man. It says in kingdom against kingdom. We're seeing that. America and Russia going against each other, at odds with each other. And it says, "And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places," which we're seeing right now. So let me get the precept to that. This is the book of Matthew 12:25. It says, "And Yahawashi knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand." Because in that movie trailer, it was things like what you had the Florida Alliance. You had Texas and California teaming up against each other. Just the battle. The Florida Alliance. Brothers need to watch that trailer, to get a gist of what I'm talking about. You had a soldier tell, this Edomite, this so-called white man, he said, "What American are you?" Just to basically tell you that there is different, categories, going into this movie, there's different categories of Americans, And it's the same thing that's going to happen, man. You're going to have those Edomites from the South, that's hardcore, that's into the Constitution, that, that they feel like it's their right to bear arms, while you have other Edomites that's going, that's all for taking the guns. You have different Edomites, in different stances. Those that think they should bear arms, those that think they should not bear arms. And so, like it for the rain in the background, it's raining, but just to basically show you that Esau is in odds with each other. So I'm going to read this again. This is the book of Matthew 12 and 25. It says, and YAHAWASHI knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And America has been divided within America, these Edomites, starting with these elites, these different politicians, they are at odds with each other, how, basically how things should go, how the economy shall be ran. And it's going to cause, America to fall, implode, fall from within, and this is all the Lord orchestrating this, and what's going to happen after that? The Lord is going to bring the nukes to destroy this place, Verse 26, it says, if Satan, it says, and if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right. This is the Lord, bringing division, amongst Esau. And we're seeing that at a high scale, man. Like I mentioned before, how, the economy should be ran, Esau, taking away rights. And you have those Edomites, like I said before, that's for the Constitution, that feel like that's basically in that old American mentality, the home of the brave, things of that nature. You have those hardcore Edomites that's down for the Constitution, like I mentioned, that bears arms, that won't give up the guns to the Edomites that wants to take the guns, and going back to the Civil War 2024 movie trailer, going to the Florida Alliance, you had Texas and California teaming, with each other. And that's that division that YAHAWASHI is bringing, in this land, America, Babylon the Great. It's towards the end of the trailer, it says what? It was a font across the screen. It says, all empires fall. And what? This is leading towards the destruction and downfall of Babylon the Great, which is America. But let's continue. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15:15. It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. Actually, let me start up. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 15-14. 2nd Esdras 15:14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe means destruction. So it says what? Destruction to the world and them that dwell therein, right? Talking about the inhabitants, the people, It says, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And what's the modern day sword? The gun. So you're going to have two, you're going to have a number, of factions, fighting against each other, of how things should be ran, people, is going to stand on their morals, what is right or what is wrong. So people is going to, is divided based off their morals or how things should be ran. People is going to, especially these Edomites, they're going to go once against another. And like I said before, this is the Lord bringing that division, as I ran in that Matthew 12, Egyptian against Egyptian, but this is going to be across America. This is going to be, across the country, It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their action shall stand in their power. Right. They should not regard their kings. Who are the modern day kings? You have your presidents, your mayors, your governor, those different politicians who the people, already is sick of, man. Right now in Chicago or across the United States, we have as they say, a immigration problem. And a lot of people don't like that, and here in Chicago, they're letting them freely come in, to live and things like that. And there's a lot of people that's, especially among Esau, that's disagreeing with, how, that situation is handled. And it's going to cause, different factions of these Edomites to run wild, I'm going to read this again. It's the book of 2nd Esdras 15-16. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes. In the course of their action shall stand in their power. Right. So they ain't going to give a shit what Joe Biden have to say. They ain't going to give a shit what Kamala Harris have to say. It says, verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Right. Martial law. In that movie Civil War 2024, you seen exactly just that, man. Different parties up against each other, martial law. What type of American are you? Different things of that nature. And this is what, YAHAWASHI, is doing right now. He's, creating that division, But let's continue. I'm going to close it out with this one. This is the book of Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil means deceiver, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. And all this is being orchestrated by the global elites, because what they know they have but a short time. So they're trying to fulfill their NWO agenda, by basically, creating, a problem and coming in with a solution, basically, declaring war against their citizens. But especially you Jakes, Esau Edom is going to come down heavy on you Jakes, man. And everything that we're seeing right now, this predictive program within these movies, all this is going to become a reality, man. Esau Edom is going to come down heavy, with his weapons, with the sword. What's that? Revelations, the 6th chapter, Revelation 6:4, I believe. That great sword. Esau Edom is going to come down heavy, man. And Civil War 2024 is going to become a reality in the soils of America. So with that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to end out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone that taught us the truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. Lord willing, I hope this lesson was edifying. Until next time, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom.